Hi everyone! In this video, I'm going to do a thorough review for a new cleansing product on the market. It's not a cleansing balm, it's not a traditional cleanser, it's something a little bit new, and that is Dr. Dennis Gross's Hyaluronic Marine Meltaway Cleanser, and this is available for purchase through Sephora. So if you want to know what the ingredients are inside and my review of the ingredients and see footage of me testing out this cleanser and know what my results have been and my experience has been with this new product, then this is the video for you. You can follow Allura Beauty on social media if you want to, and all relevant information in this video will be linked in the description box below. Lastly, here is the most recent video if you happened to miss it to check out. All right, let's get to reviewing this new Meltaway cleanser. The product was sent courtesy from the company, so thank you very much, but this is not a sponsored video. I have been testing this out for about a week now. I've used this, I would estimate, about 7 times. I'm first going to go over some product basics like pricing, then I will move into an ingredients list deep dive and go over what I think is good or potentially bad about some of the ingredients, and lastly, I will show you footage of me using and testing out the products, give you my thoughts and a review of it, and I'll give you concluding thoughts at the end. Timestamps will be also in the description box and throughout the timeline here, so you can jump around if you want to. The kit they sent along came like this, very cute. It says melt away dirt and makeup in one swipe. This slides open and it reveals the same product but in a full size and a travel size. So the full size box again slides open like this, typical Dr. Dennis Gross colors, orange and white, and then the bottle itself is this marine blue color to match the name of the product sort of, and it's kind of a see-through blue color so you can see the white cleanser inside. Here's the travel size version just to show you. Basically just a mini version of the large size. This is 2 fluid ounces or 60 milliliters. And also included was this microfiber cloth. So if you wanted to physically remove the makeup with a gentle, very, very soft cloth, this is an excellent option. You can purchase the full size through either Dr. Dennis Gross's own website directly or through Sephora. The full size is 5 fluid ounces or 150 milliliters and retails for $30. I will put a link in the description box below to where you can find it to purchase it online, as well as a link to Rakuten so that if you're doing online shopping, you can get cash back. So the packaging has a flip off cap like this, and you squeeze the plastic squeeze tube to dispense the product into your hand. Briefly, the claims for this are that it is supposed to obviously cleanse your face, but more specifically that it is able to remove waterproof makeup, and that it's supposed to be convenient for on the go because the company claims that you don't need to rinse off the product. You can just rub it into the skin and then you can wipe it away with the microfiber cloth or any other cloth of your choosing. Now, we will get to my opinion at the end of the video of whether I think you should do that or not, but that is one of the claims. It also claims to be hypoallergenic, oil-free, and for all skin types. The key ingredients are the hyaluronic acid, which is very hydrating, and aloe, kiwi, and sea grapes. The product is cruelty-free and vegan, and also paraben-free. If you look on the website, the further claims are that it is a nourishing cleanser, that it completely dissolves dirt, oil, and waterproof makeup without stripping the skin's natural moisture barrier. Before we move on to my review and the footage of me testing the product, let's look at the ingredients. The first ingredient is water, followed by ethyl hexyl palmitate. This is an emollient. The next ingredient is neopentyl glycol diheptanoate, which is a fatty acid that helps to soften the skin. That's followed by butylene glycol, which is an ingredient that is used to enhance the texture of a product. Then we have isododecane, another texture enhancer. Similarly, you have cetyl isononanoate. This is an emollient. Interestingly, it's listed as being hydrophobic and also helps to soften the skin. Glycerin is a very common ingredient that acts as a humectant. That's followed by sodium hyaluronate, which is similar to hyaluronic acid and helps to replenish the skin and acts as an antioxidant. The saccharide isomerate is also an emollient, so great for dry skin. Caulerpa taxifolia extract. Don't know if I've ever said that out loud before. This is basically algae. It acts as an antioxidant and also an emollient. Kiwi extract is a good antioxidant plant extract. Phytic acid is another plant extract that is an antioxidant. And the vanilla extract, which you may at first think is fragrant, and it can be, but it is not known to be sensitizing or irritating and can act as an antioxidant for the skin. And you also have the tried and true aloe leaf juice, which helps to soothe the skin. So it's a pretty strong showing when it comes to the ingredients. For the entire first half of the ingredients list, you have a lot of things that are more texturizers and emollients, but you have a lot of soothing or nourishing and ingredients that are helping combat any sort of dryness and actually helping to bring moisture to the skin. And that falls in line with the company's claims that this is a non-stripping cleanser. Now at this point, it's appropriate to point out that with a wash-off product like this, the concern that you may have for individual ingredients changes a little bit, and it goes both ways. So for ingredients that normally I would say you should not have in your skincare and you should try to avoid, and for ingredients that are fantastic for your skin and are A+ when it comes to skincare concerns, because the product is wash off and it is not sitting on your skin for hours at a time, the negative aspects of bad ingredients are mitigated because you will be washing away the product and it won't have as much time to cause sensitivity or irritation or damage to your skin. And on the other hand, the good ingredients also do not have sufficient time to make, for the most part, long-term, really noticeable and drastic benefits for your skin. So I want you to keep that in mind when I go over these ingredients with you, because at this point, now that we are at or a bit after the halfway point in the ingredients list, you do have some ingredients that typically I would say you should try to avoid because they can be sensitizing and irritating. But because this is a wash-off product, I am not as concerned. Although I do want to say that as opposed to a more baseline, just straightforward cleanser that you, for the most part, really just rub it into the skin for a few seconds and then wash away, something like this is a product that you do have in contact with the skin for a little longer than that, because you are trying to rub it into the skin and massage it into the skin so that it breaks down the makeup and any sort of extra dirt and grime that you have. So it's going to probably sit on your skin for longer than just your morning cleanser that you use to simply wash away the natural oils that are on your face from the night before. On the spectrum of literally washing with just water to a very basic cleanser to a cleansing balm to then something that sits on your skin for hours like a moisturizer, the Meltaway Cleanser for me on that spectrum sits somewhere in between your baseline cleanser that you wash off your skin right away and a cleansing balm that you really sit there and work into your skin. All of those thoughts are relevant to the next couple of ingredients, which are orange peel extract and grapefruit peel extract. Most citrus-based extracts, and especially citrus-based oils, do have a definite potential to cause irritation, photosensitivity, and damage to your skin. Because you're gonna wash this product off, I'm not as concerned, but I point this out more to tell you that you may have some sort of reaction or sensitivity to those specific ingredients. And if you do feel any irritation using this product, it may be because of those ingredients. But 99% of the ingredients in this product are either actively good for your skin or simply neutral or functional and go to the texture of the product. I'll sort of stop there because as you go down the ingredients list, the presence of each ingredient becomes less and less prevalent, but I will note that there is some lactic acid in here, which could provide some very gentle chemical exfoliation for the skin, and you have ingredients like copper PCA and sodium hydroxide too. This cleanser makes a very good showing when it comes to the ingredients. Maybe to get a perfect score, I would have removed those couple of citrus extracts, but otherwise this is very good when it comes to the ingredients that they have included. So now let's move on to talking about functionally how this worked and whether I think it is a good product or not that you may want to invest in. The texture for this product is almost like a lotion. The company describes it as a lightweight cream, and I would agree with that. It's not something that is going to bubble or suds up like you may be used to with a traditional body wash, for example, but it's absolutely not as thick as your cleansing balms, which have a pretty thick texture and kind of a heavy cream texture to them. This is much more lightweight and moves a lot more easily across the skin. Now, in practice, I found this to be both a good and sometimes a problematic thing because it is more convenient to use this product than a traditional cleansing balm. First of all, the packaging is much more travel friendly and easy to use because you don't have to sit there and with wet hands unscrew a top to your cleansing balm and then dig your fingers into the cleansing balm. But in addition, because the texture moves across the skin more easily, it just functions more quickly in terms of breaking down the makeup and smoothing it across your skin. The only downside to that I found is that because the texture is a lot thinner, it gets into the eyes a lot more easily than what I found when I use a cleansing balm as the first step of my two-step cleansing system. And I do experience some irritation or stinging when I get this into my eyes. So when I use this product, I make extra sure to keep my eyes really tightly closed and try not to press it too much or not as much into my eyes to break down my eye makeup as I would with my traditional cleansing balms. In terms of the effectiveness of this cleansing balm, this is a great choice for your typical normal makeup days. When it comes to the claim that this breaks down waterproof makeup, it does break it down, but what I have found is that when, for example, I do a look like I have in the video today, where I have my waterline tight lined or either eyelash line tight lined, and even when I don't do that, if I do have heavier eye makeup, this will break it down for the most part and wash it away, but I do find that oftentimes I still have kind of near the base of my lashes some makeup left that I do need to cleanse away with something else. Now, practically speaking, for me, that's not an issue because I do not use this product on its own, even though the company says you can just wipe it away. I always follow this up with a traditional cleanser. So I use this pretty much the same way as I would the first step with a cleansing balm in a two-step cleansing system. The reason I do not just simply wash away this product or wipe it away with a cloth is because that I find the hydrating and nourishing properties of this product to provide too much nourishment to my skin. Now, I have oily combination skin, as you can probably tell from the shine that you see even in this video that I can't keep at bay. So perhaps if you do have truly dry skin and you are not sensitive to the ingredients in it, then perhaps this would be appropriate and pleasant for you to use in a manner where you don't cleanse it off later with a second step. But I think that then if you did that, you would be leaving the product on the skin, even if you're wiping it away or if you're just splashing it with water. This product is such that you can feel it still on your skin if you are not cleansing it away. And in that instance, I would be more concerned about the two citrus extracts that are in here causing potential irritation to the skin when it is sitting on the skin for longer than it would if you wiped it or if you washed it away with another cleanser. So because I want to get rid of the film that it leaves, that kind of nourishing film that this product leaves behind, I will always wash it off. And to avoid any potential irritation, I would recommend that most people also do the same. Going back to how effective this product is, although I think that my cleansing balms are a little more effective at fully removing eye makeup around my eyes, because I use the Meltaway Cleanser the way that I would use a cleansing balm, i.e. I follow it up with with a more traditional cleanser, I find that after the second step is done, I get the same results as I would while using a cleansing balm as the first step instead. So I hope that makes sense. In other words, if I were just using a cleansing balm and then I did not do the second step that I should be doing, which is to then clean the cleansing balm off with a more traditional cleanser, then I find that the cleansing balm would remove and break down heavier eye makeup more effectively than this product does. But because in practice, I never just use a cleansing balm, and I think most people never just use a cleansing balm, they follow it up with the second step of that process, which is then to rinse off and cleanse off with a traditional cleanser. The end result I get with the second step is pretty much the same as I get if my first step were either this product or a cleansing balm. This product does have a smell to it, and I'm fairly confident that the smell comes from the citrus ingredients and probably a little bit of that vanilla. It does have a smell you can detect even though they have not added fragrance into the ingredients list. So you might be thinking to yourself, okay, well, if it functions the way that basically a cleansing balm would function, then what might be the reason why I would try this product out? One could be the cost. That of course depends on which cleansing balm you are using. You do get a healthy amount of product for the $30 price tag with the 5 fluid ounces. The product is quite hydrating and contains mostly very good ingredients, but the most significant difference is that it offers you a different form factor. I think having the squeeze tube is more convenient for travel, more convenient if you do want to save a few seconds off of your normal morning routine with just being able to squeeze the product out. And most importantly, this product allows people who want hydration from their cleansers without resorting to oils. Most cleansing balms are packed full of one or usually multiple different kinds of oils. So if you're someone who does seek a cleansing product that is actively hydrating, not just non-drying, but actively hydrating and nourishing to the skin, but you, for whatever reason, do not want to be slathering a bunch of oils on your skin, this is a very unique product to give you that benefit without having any sort of oil in the ingredients list. And there just aren't any cleansing balm type of products, at least that I know of on the market, that do that without resorting to oil. So there are my thoughts about Dr. Dennis Gross's new Hyaluronic Marine Meltaway Cleanser. Please let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are, what questions you may have that I can answer for you about this product, if you've tried it out, what your experience has been, and whether you have liked it more or less for whatever reasons than your other traditional cleanser that you used to use, and of course any other thoughts that you want to share. I hope this video is helpful to you. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. As always, I appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.